I have a question for you. Who would win in a boxing match? D. Herda or Eggman? Well, seeing as Eggman is canonically 99% muscle or something, and in every Sonic fighting game where technical isn't a category, he's power, he's probably winning that fight. But the real question is, would Eggman beat a woman? To answer that, we would have to go over every different version of Eggman that I know, so that is what I am going to do. So first we have Classic Eggman. Classic Eggman only really wanted to industrialize everything. And you know what happened in the Industrial Evolution? That's right. The gender pay gap. That means that Classic Eggman, after industrializing everything, most likely would have had to hire employees to run his factories and whatnot. During this, he probably would have contributed to the gender pay gap as the genius, narcissistic male scientist he is. Therefore, he would be a woman for like $20. Next up, we have Modern Eggman. Now, Modern Eggman is racist. What race does he not like? The Zeddy. What gender are the Zeddy? Mostly men. There's only one female Zeddy, and even then he only hates her because she is a Zeddy, and he's racist. Racism and sexism are two different things, meaning that Modern Eggman would not be a woman. Next, now, we have Eggman from The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. He would be the woman, no questions asked. Moving on, we have Eggman from Sonic X. He's clearly gay. He's clearly gay, as shown by this scene where he gobbles a delicious banana just like I would.
He was just about to consume this delicious banana!
Super!
But as everyone knows, most gay people are not sexist, therefore Sonic X Eggman goes into Omega Feminist tier since he is such a girl boss. Next up, we have Sonic Boom Eggman. Boom Eggman is low-key a chill guy when his soup and salad are the correct temperature, so I don't think he'd beat a woman. For our sixth Eggman, we have Eggman as portrayed by Jim Carrey in the Sonic movie. Now, I've never watched the Sonic movie, but I've seen a few scenes where the version of Eggman there seems like clinically insane enough to beat a woman for like $10. Plus, he also dances with his grandpa or whoever this guy is, who is definitely sexist. Therefore, he does go into the would beat a woman for $10 tier. Next up, we have OVA Eggman.
Calm down. Be quiet, buckle up, and hang on.
OVA Eggman tried to marry a teenage girl. Next, we have Eggman Nega. Eggman Nega. It's just Eggman but eviler. As we all know, however, Eggman is evil but also a feminist, according to the Sonic Heroes manual. Therefore, if Eggman Nega is a more evil, sadistic version of Eggman, it only makes sense that his feminism has increased as well. So Eggman Nega goes into the Omega Feminist tier. Ninth is Mr. Tinker. Now, you may be inclined to say that Mr. Tinker goes into at least would not be a woman tier, but do not be fooled. Mr. Tinker is Eggman with his personality trait swapped. Think about it. Eggman is evil, a bitch, builds it out of metal, and wants to take over the world. Mr. Tinker is nice, not a bitch, builds it out of wood, and settles down in a village or something. I didn't read the IDW comics. What else is Eggman? A feminist. If Mr. Tinker is Eggman with his personality trait swapped, that means that Mr. Tinker is no longer a feminist, and in fact, sexist. So Mr. Tinker goes into they would pay you to let them beat a woman tier. Next up is IDW Eggman. Now, you may be tempted to say that IDW Eggman goes into Omega Feminist tier due to the fact that Mr. Tinker just went into they would pay you to let them beat a woman tier. But you are wrong. IDW Eggman enslaved an entire race and didn't feel all too bad about it. And since he can enslave an entire race just like that, he's going into would be a woman for $20 tier. Now, Archie Eggman is next. Archie Eggman is a menace. This guy sought Sonic's girlfriend, waited until he saw it, and then like restarted the universe or something to do it again. I'm pretty sure I didn't read the Archie comics, I didn't read any comics, but I do know the part where he lit up Sally is true. Now, even if not all of my previous claims true, he did run a dystopia where literally everything was outlawed, so he goes into would pay you to let them beat a woman tier. Next we now we have Eggman's wrestler alter ego, and as we all know, wrestlers are sexist, so he goes into would be a woman no questions asked tier. Second to last, we have Ovi Quinto Bar. He just seems like the type of guy that would beat a woman for $10. Finally, we have Supreme Robotnik. The character I will glaze until I die because he is funny. Not only is Supreme Power Robotnik immensely big and buff, he also has all the power in the entire world, meaning he does not have the need to mask his insecurities by beating on women and would show his true colors as an omega feminist. Now, as honorable mentions that were not on the tier list, Sonic Adventure 1 Eggman goes into would not be the woman tier, and Sonic Adventure 2 Eggman goes into would be the woman for $20 tier because he held Amy at gunpoint. Sonic Heroes Eggman though, he's a little bitch, so he goes into the would be the one getting beat tier, and that is the tier list. Also, this means that all of these Eggmen would beat D Herder in a boxing match, so he would beat Sonic Heroes Eggman though.